Right now, somewhere in your home, your dog is waiting at the window, not because of a sound, not because of a routine. Your dog is at that window because 3 minutes from now, your car is going to turn onto the street, and it already knows there is a clock running in your living room that you cannot see, cannot hear, and have never once been able to read. Your dog has been reading it for years. Your dog can smell time. Every dog owner has seen it. You come home, and the dog is already there at the door, at the window, waiting. And for a long time, people explained it the easy way. They said the dog hears the car, the dog learned a routine. The dog has a body clock. But here is the problem. It happens even when you come home early. It happens when you take a different car. It happens when the routine is broken, when there is no engine sound for miles, when nothing in the dog's day should have predicted your arrival. Something is telling the dog, and the answer was hiding in the air the whole time. To find it, you have to understand what a smell actually is. When you walk through your house, you leave yourself behind. Every step sheds skin cells. Every breath releases volatiles. The chair you sat in, the hallway you walked down, the pillow you slept on, all of it is soaked in a cloud of you. And the instant you leave, that cloud starts to fade. Molecule by molecule, it lifts off the furniture and drifts toward the ceiling. It thins, it scatters, it decays at a steady, predictable rate like sand draining through an hourglass. And this is the secret. A human nose has roughly 6 million scent receptors. A dog has up to 300 million. The part of a dog's brain devoted to smell is 40 times larger than ours proportionally. A dog does not just smell that you are here. A dog smells how strong the smell still is, and from the strength it reads how long ago you left. Strong scent means you left recently. Faded scent means hours have passed. The level in the hourglass is the time. One of the people who pulled this idea into the light was a canine researcher named Stanley Korn. He pointed out something deceptively simple. Your scent in the home does not vanish all at once. It dissipates on a schedule. The smell at 8 in the morning is at a certain strength. By noon, it is dropped. By 5, it is dropped further. And it is dropped by an amount that is roughly the same every single day. So a dog living in that house, breathing that air for years, learns the shape of the curve. It learns what you've been gone all day smells like, and it learns to recognize the exact level your scent reaches just before you walk back through the door. That is the trigger. When your residual scent decays to that specific threshold, the level it always reaches around the time you come home, the dog's internal alarm goes off. It gets up, it goes to the window, it begins to wait. Not because it heard you, because it smelled the time arrive. And here is where it gets almost unbelievable. If a dog is reading the level of your scent like a fuel gauge, then you should be able to break the gauge. And in informal tests, people have, the trick is this. Before you leave for the day, you take a worn shirt, something drenched in your scent, and you top up the house. You refresh your smell in the rooms partway through the day using a time device or returning family member, so the scent never drains down to its usual evening level. And when you do that, the dog that has waited at the window every single evening of its life does not wait. The clock reads wrong. The hourglass looks full as far as the dog's nose is concerned. You only just left, so why would it expect you back? You have reached into a sense you do not possess and moved the hands of a clock you cannot see. That is how real this is. Once you understand that a dog can read time and scent, 100 everyday mysteries start to make sense. The dog that knows it is almost dinner time. The dog that gets restless at the same hour every afternoon. The dog that seems to count down to the school bus. We assumed all of that was the body clock alone, the same circadian rhythm humans run on. But layered on top of the body clock is this second timekeeper, a chemical one, a nose that is constantly sampling the room and asking one question: how faded is everything? How much of the day is burned away? Researchers studying canine behavior have noticed the pattern over and over. A dog will lie completely settled, calm, almost asleep, and then, with no sound and no obvious cue, snap fully alert in the minutes before the owner arrives. Settled, then suddenly alert. That pre-arrival window is the signature of the scent clock striking its hour. Try for a moment to imagine the world your dog actually lives in. You walk into a room and you see furniture. Your dog walks into the same room and reads a timeline. It can tell that you sat on the left cushion this morning and the right one an hour ago. It can tell which door you came in by, how long ago, and in what order each family member moved through the space. To your dog, the empty house is not empty at all. It is a recording, a slowly fading map of everywhere you have been and exactly when you were there. There is a sense operating in your home right now that no human in the house possesses. It has no eyes and no hands. It works in total darkness and through closed doors. And it has been timing you patiently, accurately every single day for the entire life of your dog. You just never knew you were being read. So tonight, when you come home and your dog is already at the window, look at it a little differently. It did not hear you. It did not get lucky. It did not simply learn a routine. It stood in an empty house and measured the slow disappearance of you molecule by molecule until the level dropped to the exact mark. That means he is almost here. And then it got up to meet you. Your dog has been keeping time for you this whole time. If that just changed how you look at the animal sleeping at your feet, do this dog a favor. Hit subscribe and stick around, because next time we're going inside something even stranger, a dog that was bred to corner a 400-pound lion and the people who tried to erase it from the earth on purpose.